Hello, good evening, and welcome to the sports here on Prime with me, Oreku Ampofo. We start off straight from some Ghanaian football, where Ghana Premier League Committee Chairman Alhaji Jaula, he says that his outfit has taken the necessary steps to ensure a successful Ghana Premier League campaign.
Our duty is to start the league, and our duty is to do broad-level consultation. Our umbrella body, the executive committee of the GFA, have consulted the clubs. You are aware a meeting was held with the Premier League clubs a while ago, a few days ago, and a mandate has been given to us to start the league. So what it means is that the clubs must be ready. Money might be an issue, but money has always been an issue. But at the end of the day, we need to kick off. And once we kick off, I'm sure many clubs will then find their levels and things will be in place. If people know that the result of a match is being predetermined by a bad referee who is going to fix penalties and do all manner of things, nobody will come to the stadium. And therefore, the media, one, two, by our committee doing the right thing to ensure that only good referees are seen on the field of play. I know there are many training proposals. We are starting the league. There are so many things that will be a bit different. I know they intend to have so many courses for the referees. Somebody asked earlier on whether the referees were enough. By all means, they'll be told about the referees and the numbers, and they'll be trained properly. And even this very press conference, which you are about carrying out, when it gets to the referees, they know that they have to sit up. They know that everybody is talking about the performance, and they have to sit up. And I know that if we are lucky, the Ghanaian population will be listening and hoping that the football will be different. They'll go out to the stadium and see quality play and the quality standards, and bit by bit, we shall get the numbers back to the stadium.
Vice Chairman of the Ghana Premier League Management Committee, Jesse A. Japon, he says that the Ghana Football Association is ready to engage the media to promote the league.
Parliamentarians were unanimous Wednesday that the country needs to do more to boost
to try and drive aggression and attention to the league. So you're right, we would leverage and ensure that our relationship with the media is much more stronger. But what is the game today? The game is not just football being played. The game is content that people are consuming out there. So the relationship between the media, the relationship between sponsors, the relationship between the league itself must be holistic in nature. So part of the new things that we'll be doing going forward is to treat the league as a product that must be sold. And if it's sold appropriately, the interest of every stakeholder will be quite clear. So one of the big things you would see for this year is our approach to the general promotion of the league. It will change completely. And the committee here is committed to ensuring that it happens.
To some developing sports, where members of parliament are asking for the establishment of astroturfs across the country to boost football development in Ghana. MP for Nsawam Adowejiri, Frank Anodompre, who read a statement on the floor of the House, explains if this is done, talents would be developed to boost the interest of the sport. His call is backed by other MPs from both sides as the legislatures make a collective push to develop Ghanaian sports from the ground up.
Parliamentarians were unanimous Wednesday that the country needs to do more to boost sports in the country. Nsawam Adowejiri MP Frank Anodompre led the charge when he read a statement on the floor.
Honourable members and fellow Ghanaians at all levels should support the conscious efforts to produce quality artificial football parks in strategic areas across the nation, which will in turn promote the quality of football, especially being played at district level up to the national level.
According to him, developing astroturfs across the country has the capacity to nurture talents which could feed into national teams.
I'm not advocating for a complete departure from the natural field. I think there should be a blend, so we should have the astroturf and then some on some strategic places, we should also keep the natural turf, because we need the natural turf as well. But I think that we have to, we should have a conscious effort receiving the blessings of the powers that be, the executive and all the people who are involved, all the stakeholders, particularly the GFA, has to give its blessings. Because if Ghana will take back its own glory, it's not just about the payments of bonuses. We have to see how we can unearth our talent. And Wembley Sports is blazing the trail. I did some checks and I realized they've had a FIFA certification. So in the absence of any other corporate body who have the wherewithal and the competence to do what they are doing, I think we need to encourage them. And the encouragement should not just come by word of words.
Tano MP Frida Prempeh, contributing to the debate, urged authorities to consider other forms of sports to improve the country's all-round sports strength.
We need to build more sports academies in our district as well. Because if you have the sports infrastructure in the various communities, you don't have the academies, the courts are not playing. How are you going to utilize the field? We have a lot of hidden talent in the constituency, not only football, but in the area of sports. There are a lot of talent. Even in athletics, there are a lot of talent in our communities. But because we don't have the Titan tracks as well, even the AstroTurfs, we need to put some Titan tracks around the AstroTurfs so that other sporting activities or other the so-called lesser-known sports can also take advantage of the AstroTurf. So we should not limit it to only football.
Tamale Central MP Nusa Fuseni backed the call.
I believe that if we give opportunity to a varied group of people, young men, to exploit their potential in the vast range of sporting activities, we might not be complaining of unemployment, because everybody will find where his niche is.
The Speaker referred the statement to the Youth and Sports Committee to deliberate on the matter and submit a report to the House.
Let's catch up on some international football, where the English Premier League is currently ongoing. 2 matches being played, and the second half for the Sheffield United versus Newcastle game has already started, and Newcastle leading 1-0 in that game already. Alan Maximin, he got the goal for Newcastle, and Arsenal currently tied with Brighton halfway through the first half. Remember, a win would be enough to send Arsenal back into the top 6, and Freddie Ljungberg, he would be looking for his first win as Arsenal interim boss. Well, that's all I'm going to allow us for here on the Sports on Prime. My name is Oreko Ampofo, and do have a fantastic evening.